Hello and welcome to Uncle Jesters presents Three Yanks and a Brit. We're currently short of a Brit right now, but this is our match review of the beautiful 2-1 victory versus Crystal Palace. I'm here with, as always, with my two guys of Carlito and hold on one second, folks, and with Josh. Sorry, I was getting the channel in my ear on the other screen. What's going on, guys? What's our thoughts? What are we saying?
I love football. I love football, man. It's so wild. It's so much fun. Conor Gallagher, what a banger! How you doing, Jared? How are you doing?
Man, I'm doing super fantastic, man.
Yeah.
We've got some people to talk about. We will be doing that super Tommy Tuchel. But I was like, this is going to be a 1-1 draw. And then Conor Gallagher from my boy, Christian Pulisic with the layoff and the beautiful Galazzo into the top right-hand corner. We walk away like, hey, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Let's go.
Yeah, man. Listen, he took a lot of restraint because I know he respects the Palace fans, so he tried not to celebrate. But I don't know how you don't celebrate a banger like that in stop time, like for the win. Like that would be really hard to resist celebrating. Yeah, it was an amazing goal. Really, really, inch perfect.
In the words from the best show on television, Kendall Roy from Succession. The words are bangers only, baby. Bangers only. Those two goals that we scored today, bangers. Bangers.
Yeah.
I'm so pleased with Aubameyang. I thought he put in a tight shift. Very good. And I thought that Fofana struggled, but then got really good once he got into the game. And I also thought 100% Kai Havertz was good today. 100%.
Yeah.
Well, I thought he was a lot better than previous.
Yeah.
He did more, maybe a little bit off the ball. I was still disappointed. Like I think if he's gonna play again, we've said this a million times. Jared, I know you've said it a million times. Like Mount and Kai are basically the same guy, except one guy is a little bit better than the other guy. And to play them both at the same time, I just think is a redundant thing. And so that's why I think Havertz looks a little bit more awkward when he's out there. Just because I don't think he had a great game today. I'll be perfectly honest with you, but
I do.
I just think if he's going to be in attack, I don't think he created enough to necessarily like say that he played great. But I thought Aubameyang was really good. I thought he might have been the only guy who had an argument out of the attack to not come off. His goal was that good. Now, obviously, I know he's older. You want to get him some rest, but the other guys left a little bit to be desired today. So,
let's kind of housekeeping real quick. Housekeeping. Do we know if Marv's coming on?
No idea.
You want to drop Winter Surfer the link?
Yeah,
and we'll use him as a Brit today. Andrew's always good for slander.
Love Andrew. He's awesome.
That would be great. Thanks.
You got
look, it was still very, very slow in some cases. We get around the final third and it looks like we all just shit our pants. It's like, roll out the Depends. We need to put some adult diapers on because it's bad. It's bad. So that is something that we got to continue to work on. But as long as we can put 2 goals in the back of the net a game, or close thereby, I think we'll be okay.
And no keeper errors there, Jared.
No. Look, the goal you can't do. You can't fault Kepa for the goal.
Really good goal.
There's nothing you can do with it. But when the ball is that deep, the keeper's in a lot of trouble there at that point.
But I thought he did have some pretty good stays. I think it was one from Zaha, wasn't it?
Yeah, he had two fantastic saves, like 2 game savers for sure.
So I don't think we have a keeper controversy. I think Potter's going to go with him.
Yeah, I think he's.
I think he's going to go with him. Like
I think purely because of his play on the back. Because
Yeah,
Potter likes that.
I don't know if any of you guys noticed it. My buddy and I were watching it and laughed. Like he played that one ball sort of later in the game where he kicked it hard on the ground, and it looked like he was like kicked it to nobody, and then out of nowhere, Havertz is right there and makes like a beautiful touch at like midfield. I was like cursing Kemba for a second. I was like, "Come on, man! What kind of a shit ball is that?" And then it's like a perfect ball right to Havertz. Like, but yeah, I thought he was really good today. Yeah,
look at the vitriol we're getting here. Look. Mount will get roasted. Look, we got the bar.
Oh my God!
No. So let's talk about the positive first, right? We won. Let's talk about the good stuff.
There is nothing I want more than to shit on the Minerals, man. But it's going to take a little bit, so give us some time. This is an hour and a half long show.
We got to get the fire nice and
hot. It's a 90-minute
show. Let us enjoy the good performances. Like, because Ryan, you said earlier, you said Fofana. I think Fofana just had a bad moment, but
it was just a moment, dude.
But
it was just a moment.
But a sensational game. And I think he was the center back on the ball the most by far. I think his passing was a little bit over 90%, which I think is obviously sensational.
Josh, it was just like a couple misplaced passes, a bad moment, but that doesn't define a performance. It just doesn't, and I won't allow it to.
Yeah, he was awesome today.
He was great, and guess what? He's got the confidence. He is a good player, brother. He is a good player, and now he knows he fits in. And that notion in your mind, when you know that your teammates trust you, when you know that, you're fucking in. You're in.
Yeah, I mean, I'll even go out on a limb. I think he's a great player.
I do too.
I know he's 21, and like you don't want to like keep a little too much praise on guys early, but I honestly think he's that good. Like I said, he had a bad moment. It was a bad pass, and then I don't think he didn't get back enough to really seal off the guy who scored the goal. Aside from that moment, I thought he was absolutely spectacular, man. Just the passing, the tackling, he was in a great position to have some interceptions. I thought he was really, really good today.
Yeah, and I think what people don't understand, this is not FIFA.
No shit.
Okay, this is real life, and you could have a good performance and had one bad moment. That's possible.
Yeah. Thiago Silva got a red card that nobody saw.
Lucky. I'll be honest. Lucky today.
Yeah, he.
That's a deliberate handball. Now listen, I think he's lucky they were far enough outside of the goal to really say it's a clear chance because Chilwell was sort of in behind there.
Yeah.
But if they gave him the red, it'd be hard to argue.
Nothing. You couldn't say nothing. No.
Yeah.
Hey, Josh, couldn't. You know what that's called? That's called judgment by reputation.
Yeah.
They
gave him the benefit of the doubt there. It's absolutely deliberate handball.
That is some cachet right there.
Lucky not to be on a red there. But it is what it is. He also was very good today.
After that moment, he was very good.
Fuck, look, dude. Both these players, man, both these center backs are awesome. I love them.
I thought Chilwell looked a little real rusty overall. I think he was. I understand why Cucurella has been playing now.
Yeah.
I thought Chilwell was a little rusty, but look, you need him because I think if Reece James is getting a rest, I think you'll see Chilwell and Cucurella on the pitch together because we don't have really anybody if we're going to play a back four, that's a right back.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're playing a back three, you can put Ruben there or you can put Zachariah there, but
yeah.
If you're staying with basically it's a back four, if you really want to, if you don't want to call it a 2-3-2-3 or a 3-3-1.
It was a back four today, but we have so much possession. It's always just basically two center backs. But I'll say I think that was the issue with Chilwell's game. So like Tuchel said this before he left, and I think he's right. Like the difference between the two is that Cucurella can play left back and left wing back, and Chilwell is more of a left wing back. Today he was asked to play left back pretty much, and it's not really his strong suit. But I don't think he was bad. I just think he was a little bit
rusty. I'm just rusty.
A little rusty. Yeah, no question. Yeah, I think he did a decent job defensively because he was one-on-one with Zaha a couple times, and he did a decent job to hold his own. But yeah, a little rusty. I don't think he's a left back. So I think if when Cucurella is healthy, if we play a 4, he'll be the guy that plays there. Because he gives you a little more tactical flexibility as well. He can maybe rotate around to be more of a center back as well. But
yeah, I get that, but I just think, look, we that is the one position other than midfield that we really need to be looking at, and we haven't heard anything is right back. Let's talk about the midfield real quick. Since that's what everybody wants to talk about.
Tale of two players, I think, first half and second half.
Real stinky. I'll just let everybody know right now, real stinky.
So we had Jorginho, Mateo Kovacic, and Mason Mount in the midfield.
Minerals.
Who
Jared,
wants to start on this bad
Jared,
boy?
I'll ask you to just do this real quick. I know if you have access to your computer, look at Jorginho's passing percentage, and then take a look at Ruben's, and then look at the amount of passes because they're both also very similar. But if you want to know the difference with the midfield, take a look at the two of those passing percentages.
Well, how about you send it to the fucking group chat, Josh?
Well, yeah, I'll just tell you because
okay. So I
Jorginho,
got it right here. I got it.
Go ahead.
All right.
So Jorginho was of the 37 passes he made, he had 46 touches. He only completed 28 of those, which is 76%.
What?
Again, I said Jorginho under 90%. No use for him being on the pitch.
Okay, that's way under 90%.
That is way under.
Give us Ruben's real quick.
So Ruben had 34 touches and completed 27 of 29 for a 93%.
Okay, now that's your tale of two halves right there, by the way. And I'm not even saying I don't even think Ruben played in his best position, but when you pass the ball like that in the midfield, it allows Kovacic to play so much more free, and how much more forward Gallagher was able to be in the second half. I mean, he was basically playing as an additional attacker towards the end of the game there. The passing percentage there is a big indicator of how the midfield was with and without Jorginho in it today.
Hey, Josh, you know what I think it is? I think people have figured him out. I think people know that Jorginho has. I think that Jorginho has lost a step on top of the steps that he didn't have to begin with. So if you lose another one, you're kind of fucked. And I think the teams know, and they're just gonna smother the shit out of him and not let him do his thing.
Yeah. Well, they need to get that man a Fitbit so he has more steps to do.
Oh my gosh, he was really unimpressive, and I was actually surprised he started, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I honestly was too. I know I put him in my lineup, and I did that mostly just because I didn't know what Graham. For one, I didn't think Zakari would not be on the bench, and two, I didn't know what Graham Potter, where he sees like how he was going to line up. Honestly, I had no idea really. I don't know how he sees certain players. I know there was I made a bit of a stink about there being 3 center backs on the bench, but I think what it was is Chalobah was there to basically be a backup 6. And obviously when he put Ruben on because he knew we had so much possession. At one point we had the ball, I think 83 or 84% of the time. And he knew once we had that much possession, you have to have a guy like Ruben on the ball who can dribble with it, albeit pass it as well. Yeah. And I think when he made that change, it really turned the dynamic of the game as far as us being able to go forward a little bit.
We got control. We got to control the midfield.
Hey, Andrew, did Conor Gallagher steal Mason's minerals?
Last minute at Selhurst Park again. Just like
what a banger. What a banger. Unbelievable.
It's great, man.
It is such a wonderful thing. Oh my God. Because he had such a bad start to the season. We'll get into Gallagher. But for now, Andrew, we're actually talking about the midfield and how underwhelming they were. We're talking about Jorginho. Jorginho had like in the 70% possession with his passes. That is unheard of. That is unheard of for a defensive midfielder who prides himself on completing passes. That is so bad.
I understand that. I will like to say he was passing a lot forward more, so he was doing those long over the.
That's
top.
fair. Which, by the way, that's at the coach's instruction. That's at the coach's instruction.
He did do that quite a bit, Andrew, to right back to Crystal Palace. Unfortunately,
I thought though the second half, apart from the Gallagher strike, obviously the game was very dead. It was we were sleepwalking to a draw, man. That was going to be a draw without.
Yeah, it was. But fair play, we made the right substitutions, and they came on and they did the job, and that's what you want from your substitutions.
Yeah. And can I just say that goal from Aubameyang was class. The way
Class.
the defender. I just wish Jester, for my gender, he would have turned Gahey instead of Anderson.
that wasn't even Anderson, because Anderson wasn't on the.
Anderson.
Anderson didn't play today.
Well, it doesn't
that
matter.
was Tompkins.
I wish it was
Ward?
Gahey. I wish it was Gahey though, so I could just have my Cobham people just asking about the Cobham stuff again.
I think it was Klein to start, right, and then he got hurt, and they brought on Ward or whatever.
Decline.
Yeah, Decline for sure. Yeah, no, I think they said Aaron Johansson or whatever, he got hurt during the week in training or something like that.
So since we do have our English representative, it's now okay.
Defend your number 8, Andrew.
It's time to bash Mason Mount.
Holy Moses, smell the roses, brother. Let's go. Oh my God. Oh my God. He sucks, Andrew. What the fuck, dude? Tell me what the fuck is going on here.
I don't know. What? I'm trying to think what he did positively today, and I can't think of the first thing that comes to mind through this game is that when Elise done him on the right hand side. Do you remember in the first half?
Mm-hmm.
He I can't think of. There was no forward passes that you go, oh yeah, Mount did that. There was no usual I don't praise players for running around. That's what they're supposed to do.
Thank you.
But I can't think of any impact on that game. It was like he wasn't there. He ghosted again. At least Kai did a couple of things during this game.
Yeah.
Maybe not second half. He was a bit less, but I don't know what he did today. I really don't. It was like Mount was. You would have thought he scored He scored right in international. Confidence up. I'm playing in my so-called position. Let's take this game. I've got 2 midfielders behind me that will protect. I don't have to do as much defending or whatever. Let's take the game to Crystal Palace. Nothing today. Absolutely nothing.
Andrew, I need an understanding as to why he gets so many minutes. I need an understanding as to why he gets so many opportunities. I need an understanding as to why he's even. I need an understanding as to why he's even on this fucking team.
I tell you what,
because he's not good enough. He's not good enough.
This guy is going to be our version of Henderson or Milner.
Oh no!
Oh,
not Henderson and Milner now.
I can't wait that long. I don't have 10 more years of this shit.
Over their entire career. That's what it'll be like.
Yeah, I mean, I'll put it this way with him. I think he's an average player that is probably a really good sub or rotational player in this team. But I don't think that he is this sort of like elite attacker, elite international, and maybe some people think he is. I just haven't seen it. I haven't seen enough to say he's. I won't say he's Dele Alli yet, because Dele Alli had multiple poor years.
Yeah.
Mason, I think, just so far this season has been poor.
Yeah.
Josh, do you ever see him doing that Gallagher shot?
I wouldn't know, because
he doesn't have that. He doesn't have that shot, dude.
That's what I mean.
No, that's an absolute top class finish. That's
the shit that Gallagher works on after practice.
And not only is the finish great, but the moment is great. It's a game winner in stoppage time against the team that you just left. So the moment is big. So that shows you got a lot of gusto in you when you can do something like that.
Is it his first ever Chelsea goal?
I think first Chelsea league goal. Absolutely, yeah.
And I mean, more than anything, when you talk about reading the room and understanding the moment, guys, we needed that win. We needed it so crucially.
Well, especially with Liverpool drawing, they dropped points again.
Yeah,
let's be honest.
I mean, Connor, dude, he met the moment. Josh, Connor met the moment, dude.
No doubt, no doubt. Again, and it's such a big like when you look at the table right now. Like Arsenal have 3 games in hand on us. They played 7 matches. We played 4.
I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, I'm not so. I think people who are worried about the table right now are just out of their minds. There's so much football left. We're 4 points. We have a game in hand on City, and we're only 4 points behind them. So that's there all day. I'm not worried about that. What I want to see is Potter just figure out, and I think he's definitely allowed this, is to figure out who his best players are. And I'm not going to fault him too much for his lineups this early because he's still doing that. He just got these guys. The majority of these internationals he got back on Thursday.
Yeah.
So and he threw a lot of them right back in. So I'm not going to give him too much crap on his lineups right now, but I think he's a smart guy. He'll take notice of who his best players are and where he thinks they should be playing. I'm not worried about that.
You can definitely see him rotating Mount out and Gallagher starting midweek. Unfortunately, maybe.
Yeah. And even to me, Brozier, when Brozier came on,
sorry,
I thought Brozier was awesome when he came on. The work rate, the running he was doing, you can't put that. I don't think you can put that aside. He caused a couple turnovers late in the game with his ability to run.
I think he has to rotate a lot because we play Milan Wednesday.
The man's getting nude on his thumbnail.
3 days after we play Wolves, and then 3 days after we were away from Milan. So.
Jared, I want to ask you this question. Do managers get duped by players skating on their reputation? Because I feel like as Plaqueta in the past, and I'm just like, look, I was telling you guys this all week. I was like, if this fucking guy starts, we're in trouble. So please just do not start, do not play. But he has a reputation because he earned it over 10 years with this fucking club. He's been good, although he's now terrible. But Mount, I don't think Mount has earned the reputation that I guess managers think that he has. And I feel like I hope that Graham Potter is not being duped the way that other managers have about Mason Mount for a reputation that he hasn't earned yet, because guess what, guys? Sorry to say it, he's not Frank Lampard. Frank Lampard's one of the 3 best players in the history of this league. He is not Frank Lampard. And people think that he is Frank Lampard. He is fucking not. He is just not, because that is so disrespectful to Frank Lampard for you to compare him to Frank Lampard. Okay, so I just don't get it. I need you to help me understand why certain players are just skating on a reputation they did not fucking earn.
Well, do you remember? Look, I can put this really. I don't know if everybody will understand this comparison, but did anybody ever play on a little league team where the coach's son also played on the team?
Of course,
always fucking played.
Well, even though he was every other 3 days.
Yeah, he was shit, but he always played.
Yeah,
he started on a 48-hour notice.
Yeah.
No. Listen, I think for me, this is what he again. I'll say it again. I think he's an average player that certainly hasn't nailed down a rotational spot, or a starting rotational spot. I don't think he's done anything to warrant playing week in and week out. He just hasn't.
No way.
And until he starts doing that consistently, either coming off the bench and doing it, or when he gets a start in like a League Cup or a Carabao Cup or a FA Cup or something, that he shows a consistent performance, then I don't think week in and week out he should be penned in any line. Not now. Not right now. Not until he starts doing it, because he hasn't done it yet.
Yeah. Well, and let me do one more plug here. FYI, for those who are asking for the link, it's a panel show. I'm not going to be dropping the links. Tomorrow, after the last EPL match, we will be doing the Chelsea family barbecue.
Yep.
You can get the link and come on and have your say and roast whoever you want to roast. So that'll be tomorrow. The links will go out, and y'all can come on and tear whoever you want to tear a new one.
Josh is going to be bringing that rump roast. I'll be bringing the Chateaubriand, baby. Let's go.
Not me. I want some brisket, damn it.
Oh, yeah. You from Texas.
I'm from Texas. That's how we do
Yorkshire puddings.
Pork butt.
Yeah. How about that? A little Boston butt. How about that? Hey.
So we can bring some boonda to the boonda.
All right. Jared, I want to actually transition. I want to talk about one player that I think has nailed down a spot and deserves to play, Aubameyang.
Well, that's a no-brainer for me. That's
I thought he was great. I thought he was great today. For the service he got, I thought he was great.
Look, that finish was not easy.
Unbelievable.
That is a no look. I know where the goal is. I've done this a million times. Watch me play.
Yeah, I mean that is experience. That is been there before, done that before. That turn, the awareness, the spatial awareness, knowing where he was, by virtue of the 18. I mean, it was a special goal, and his first Chelsea goal, one of hopefully many, because I don't know, man. I'm just walking around with a 10-inch dick, feeling pretty fucking proud today. That's how confident I feel about Aubameyang. I'm very proud of him. I'm very happy for him because he earned it. He made the ballsy move to come to London and not back to Arsenal, to Chelsea. He made that move. People shit on him for it. He didn't care. And he went out today. He showed out, and we needed him, and he produced. He produced.
So I'm guessing you measured twice and cut once?
I mean, 100%. I don't have a 10-inch dick. No, Jerry, what I'm saying is that I feel like I have a 10-inch dick. I feel like my dick is 10 inches.
Oh, okay.
Jared, you said in the group chat, like we haven't had a number 9 have a finish like that since Costa. Like that was
crazy.
That was a world-class finish. The ball down from Thiago was very nice. It's very nice, but the turn, the way to turn and isolate the defender like that, and then just one time hit it into the goal, like that's next level stuff. And we haven't seen a 9 do that in a while.
It's anticipation, because it's 2 parts. It's anticipating where the header is, then to hold up the defender enough that you got enough space to then turn where you got space, and then to even the finish. The goalkeeper goalkeeper didn't get a hand. It was no chance. Like you said, I've not seen a finish like that since Costa.
Yeah, and his hold up. I thought his hold up play in the game was really good today too. He made some really nice touches to keep possession.
He's still getting his fitness though.
No question.
Yo, this West Ham striker, by the way, Scamacca, he's sick. He is sick. Check him out.
I think he's going to be better. He's going to be better than Nunes.
Yeah, yeah, he is quite good.
Good Lord, Nunes.
Yeah, but look. And we did need that. We did need that goal, and it did come from the substitutes that came on. So you have to give Potter some credit for making changes that were impacted into the game. We always gave Tuchel credit. You have to get Potter credit for that.
Yep.
Ruben coming on kind of solidified the midfield. I love that picture of Josh. Everybody clip that and send it out to him. He's eyes wide shut.
Oh man!
How dare you?
There is so much neck beard going on right now.
Listen. It's been over a month since we got to enjoy this 3-point feeling. Like not even us playing, just us getting 3 points. It's been over a month for that. So it feels good,
dude. I just watched the Gallagher goal
and I did enjoy it, Jared. So leave me alone.
I just watched that Gallagher goal again. It was incredible. Oh my god.
Yeah, he does have it. Connor is a better set piece deliverer than Mount.
Oh,
because he delivered all the set pieces for Crystal Palace last year.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you this, Josh, in particular. You coach. Why is Mount taking the set pieces? He's not good at them.
Well, first of all, that one in particular, to me, that's an egregious miss. Like, you can literally do anything except what he did. Like, just as long as it's on, like, if it's on frame, it could maybe go in. It can maybe get deflected as an own goal. It maybe reflects back to one of your guys who can finish it off. You're that close to goal. He might have been 5.5, 6 yards out. And you missed everything completely. Like, you hit the side net. Like, just let Reece James smash that.
Exactly.
Just put it anywhere on frame, and you get a better outcome than that. But that was atrocious.
Hey, Josh, I mean, you can't do that because you're not giving it a chance. Like, you're not even giving it a chance, bro.
Right.
Off frame, dude. You're 5 yards away. You make $150,000 a week. You make $150,000 a week. And you're about to ask for $250,000 a week, and you can't hit the fucking broadside of a bar from 5 yards away. Are you serious?
I even
Minerals Mount.
I even questioned the question. I questioned the near post. I thought he should have gone far post.
No shit,
Like,
dude.
you know
No
what I mean?
shit. Everybody thought he was good.
Yeah.
I mean, the keeper's like, of course he's going to go near post. Of course you go far post. Of
Yeah.
course you go
Yeah.
far post.
Well,
God.
again, because if you just smash the ball on the frame, you like I said, it could get
Yeah.
deflected
Anything
in.
can
It could
happen,
go
dude.
again. You could get a
Anything.
handball.
He didn't even get a corner from it.
Yeah, I know.
It's
You
It's
have to do something.
insane. It's insane.
Yeah.
The minimum
It's
you should have
insane.
got was a corner.
Yeah.
The minimum you should have got was a corner.
So it was an indirect kick, so they did have to play the ball first before they
Yeah,
could put the ball
yeah.
on frame. But that ball should have been rolled to Reece James
yes,
and just let him put his freaking
Jester, he
boot
should have
through it.
demanded it though. James should have
Yeah.
demanded. Reece should have demanded it. He's got the clout now.
Oh,
He
yes.
should have demanded it. He's the better player overall. I don't care in any position, fine, but overall, he's got the clout. He's got the new contract. He's definitely staying for 6 or 7 years. He's the best right back in the
He's
league.
going to be the next captain.
Fine, but he should have gone. Do you know what? Actually, I'm just going to level this.
No, I
Because
meant
he-
Reese. I think Reese is going to be the next
Yeah,
captain.
And
Legitimately.
listen, I don't give any they made the extra touch. It went just fine. Like it should have just been somebody else smashing it on goal and not
Yeah.
like Ryan said, basically like literally anything but what happened can happen. I don't care if you hit it right at the keeper, if you hit it at a defender, if it deflects, if it does anything but just the side netting, you can't have that.
Exactly.
Yeah. So couple pieces of news. We have stopped. I think we have broken off negotiations with Mendy on a new contract.
Oh.
That's what I
Jared.
the match. Look, I hate to say I told you so, so I'm going to say I thusly informed you.
No,
I
you told
told-
us so. You told us so.
I told you about Edward Mendy. I told you, look, everybody loves underdog story that comes from nothing, makes it big, wins it all. It's been great. He has too many technical flaws to be a starting goalkeeper for Chelsea Football Club. And unfortunately, that's been found out now that he's facing more shots on goal. And his play with his feet is absolutely atrocious. It is not at the level for a professional at Chelsea Football Club.
And also, because you have the other guy who has still 3 years left in his contract earning double what you earn,
Right.
yeah, we can't have 2 goalkeepers on 150 grand a week.
It's not. That is
Can't
not what
have
Kepa
that.
makes.
Yeah,
Kepa
we're not
makes
Man
more than that,
United.
dude.
Exactly. It's not-
Kepa makes more than 150, dude.
Oh, so 170. Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, something
But
like
what
that.
I'm saying is, you can't have 2 goalkeepers near enough on the same money.
No
You
way.
don't, in NFL, you don't have 2 quarterbacks in your roster on the same money. It just doesn't happen. You know what I mean?
United had that last year with Henderson and De Gea,
350.
and they went off on that all
Yeah,
season.
Henderson.
So
No, but do you remember they had De Gea 350, Henderson 150, and at the time they had Romero, the third choice, was an 80.
yeah,
It was an 80 grand a week.
yeah, that's quite insane. But look, I think Kepa gives us a dimension out of the back that we don't get with Mendy. Where he can play the ball out of the back like he did with Kai Havertz. That ball. Look, it was a good play by Havertz to realize the ball was going long and he had a play on it. But you can get direct passes from your keeper to start attacks. I mean, that's what we got from Mendy in the Champions League to score that goal that everybody remembers. Remember,
Oh,
it was
yeah, the final.
a quick out to Chilwell,
Yeah.
then a clip on the mount, and then one through ball. It wasn't a build-up play. It was boom, boom, boom down the park. And you get that from Kepa out of the back. You do not get that from Mendy. Now, do I wish that Kepa was the same size as Mendy? Yes.
Of course.
Yes, but people in hell want ice water too, so you don't always get what you want.
What the fuck? Is that some saying from Texas?
That's
It
got to be a
is.
text. That's a
I
text.
still
Right?
think, though, I still think you might find when Mendy's fit, he might still bring him in and see what he's like.
I think he's the better keeper. If I'm honest, I think he's a better shot stopper. But I think Kepa, I thought he was again very good today. Really, really good out of the back. Made 2 game-saving saves. but I think Mendy is definitely a better keeper. Like I think we had this talk the other day on Lewis's, like when he was at his best for that year and a half run. I mean, he should have won that Yashin trophy.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so you're talking about when he was at his best, he was at the most elite level that you can be at. But I do think he's been carrying a bit of a knee injury, which obviously is what's the case right now. They're having, and I think that's been responsible for a bit of his dip in performance. But I mean, you got to keep playing Kepa right now if he's playing well. Like,
You
don't
can't. We can't put
You
Bet
can't
in
sub
it.
him.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can't sub
yeah.
him.
Andrew,
Yeah.
we think Kepa's gonna stay, right? Like he's gonna stick with Kepa for a while.
I don't know. I really don't know because he's got a great excuse at the moment of Mendy being injured, so he doesn't have to make a choice. He doesn't have to make a choice.
It's very true.
You're not going to put Bettinelli in even over Kepa. Do you know what I mean?
No, so the question on the panel says, is Slovenia good? Yes, he is.
He's very good.
He's very good.
It is shocking to me that
he's working on the record for most clean sheets in MLS history right now.
Like,
I think
we're
Let me
talking about
Let me ask
like
you guys a question because I wasn't. I obviously different base. Is he going to the World Cup?
no.
I don't think
He's
so.
not.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think so.
That was about what I was about to say. It is baffling to me.
Yeah.
it's a mistake.
him-
It's a mistake.
He is
You
the
have
best
Horvath
keeper we
and
have.
Steffen. Both will never start for you at the elite level, and you're going to bring them both. Like I don't.
Yeah, Ethan Horvath is skating on that Mexico game 2 years ago. Like that's why he's there, is because of reputation. It's because of a good performance. It's not a body of work. It's one performance. It's a small sample size, and yet coaches get blinded by the light. And it irritates me when people make a judgment call on a small sample size instead of a body of work. It is not the way to do it. And yet look at us doing that right now with the men's national team. It's why I don't watch the fucking team.
We're gonna stop. We're gonna stop and not go any further because this is not the men's national team show. So
different conversation.
Okay, but what he's asking is
Andrew, should he be on the team? Definitely.
Yeah, so is Slonina good enough to play for Chelsea? Fuck, yes, he is. And guess what? Potter is going to look at him. He's going to look at him. You can bet your ass he is.
How is he with his feet?
He's good.
He's going to get better. He's only 18 years old.
Dude, he's a modern player. He's a modern keeper.
And let's not make any mistake about it. Like when Courtois could have played for Chelsea at a young age. He could have. We just happened to have Petr Cech, who was like one of the best in all of the world at the time.
Yeah.
Like, so he wasn't going to, but he could have played for Chelsea at a very young age. He was that good. He went to Atletico Madrid at a young age and was incredible there. Got them to a Champions League final. I mean, he was ready to play for Chelsea at a really young age. He just happened to have Petr Cech in front of him. We don't have Petr Cech right now.
No.
So if we have a young guy who's able to play right away, and the coach, the gaffer thinks he's worth, ready to go, he'll play. But like there are very good young keepers who can play early and could play early.
I've got a feeling though next summer that we might see both Mendy and Kepa leave next summer. Kepa's down to 2 years then of his contract, so it's easier to sell essentially. So.
It's very possible you could see both of them go. Especially if Kepa if he stays a starter and has a good year.
Yeah.
Money will come in for him, and at that point you have to make that decision. I don't think Slovenia is ready to be the number one at Chelsea at all.
Number two, maybe, or do you send him out on loan like we did?
Depending how many competitions we're in. So that, again, it depends on your finish, right? If you're in Champions League, you can get him those early Champions League games, against the teams we should have beat already that we haven't. But you understand what I'm saying.
We also have two very good keepers on loan right now who are doing very good in Bergstrom, who's doing really good at Peterborough, who's a big guy. I think he's like 6'7". And then I think Jamie Cummings, is on loan as well, doing a really good job. I think he's at Hull City. So there's two. We do have two guys in the pipeline who have already had English loans. Right? Yeah.
And he sucks. I watched him yesterday.
Who's that? Which one?
Nathan Baxter.
Baxter. I think is
at Hull.
He's on the way. Yeah. Okay.
So, but there's somebody we didn't talk about today, though. I thought that was very, very good defensively. Didn't have the best offensive game, but was very, very good defensively. It's Reece James.
Oh yeah.
I thought he pocketed Zaha today.
Again.
He did.
Again.
He pockets
Yeah,
Zaha again. Home and away. He pockets Zaha all the time, really. So you're right. Go on.
I mean, they had to switch sides to Chilwell's side
Yeah.
for Zaha to get into the game, and they were more threatening at that point.
Yeah.
But Reece James, come on now.
He bodied him.
I think Trent had another mare today. So there's just we're looking at the best right back in the world.
Yeah.
And I think that we all need to understand that you don't find a player that is that big. I mean, because he's a big dude. He ain't
And
small.
I think he's lost some. I think he's got leaner as well.
Dropped a little weight.
I
Yeah.
think he's got leaner.
But
That's
he's
the scary thing.
but he's
He looks
stacked.
huge still.
But he's
He looks
strong. Yeah,
huge.
he's a strong dude. Yeah.
He looks
He's
huge.
strong. He's fast. He's got tech. He can hit a wicked ball. I didn't think he was great going forward today, but
I think the formation
I cannot say a word.
No.
I think the formation limited him a little bit today, and maybe some of the guys in the midfield that you would hope to do some more like him and Ruben. At least I think tried a few 1-2s together late in the game down the side. He wasn't getting that link up early in the game with his midfield that you would normally hope. But he was outstanding. You said it. I mean, he's outstanding today. Absolutely pocketed Zaha.
But his better contribution is actually his long balls instead of actually his crossing or his
Yeah.
shot.
Yeah.
He was hitting that ball up to I think he actually hit that ball up to Thiago Silva.
He did. He did hit the ball to Thiago Silva.
Yeah.
So that was what he was getting better out of, actually passing from deeper instead of actually being more of a wide threat. He was actually sat a lot deeper. And I think he also did that because Fofana was shaky in the first half.
First 5 minutes, Andrew. Let's be honest. He was he had the moment with the bad pass, and he didn't get back on defense. Aside from that, maybe the other 90 minutes of the game, he was awesome today, man.
But I thought maybe he was either instructed or Reece James took himself to go, I'm just going to settle here, just going to make sure try and build up a playing relationship here, but try and just make sure that I'm there for anything like that. Because although like I said, Zaha switched sides. Palace still had some tricky wide players, even though their players were dropping like flies in the end.
Yep.
All their subs were getting down, weren't they? They were getting sub. But yeah, I agree with you. I mean, now there's what's the excuse now? Because he gets, it's right wing back. He's got people behind him. Okay, now he's playing right back. What's the excuse now? Because I remember these players scorching. Went up to Anfield and probably should have won the game in the end. They scorched their fullbacks. So, and Zaha was very good. I think Bolo, he played a bit centrally. But what's the excuse? When do we? I mean, I don't really engage. When someone says someone's better than Reece James, my simple answer to them, that's fine. I'm just going to continue watching Reece James and enjoying it. That's what I'm going to do. It's a pointless debate for me. I never
just
get
enjoy him while he's here.
Exactly.
Because you're not
enjoying him, and now for another 6-7 years, hopefully as well in his prime. We're gonna get to experience it.
Big up the coach. If y'all aren't subscribed to Chelsea Perspective, please do. He one of the hardest working men in YouTube.
Yeah,
he puts out a bunch of content, good content. So please go subscribe. Big up yourself. And let's talk about my favorite player and somebody who has been maybe rightly slandered, maybe wrongly slandered, but keyword is always slandered. Christian Pulisic, of course, comes in, completes a dribble, lays the ball off to Connor. Of course, most of that was, 99% of that is on Connor and a great shot, of course. But, what happens when you take on players and beat somebody, it opens up space where something like that can happen. And he now has more goal contributions than Mason Mount.
I love this.
So I'm just saying.
West Ham just scored from Accra.
I think is Costa playing or is he on the bench? That'd be good. But yeah, no, listen. You can say what you say about the pass, right? And I know it's only like a 2-3 yard pass. However, you did the dribble to get yourself in that position so your teammate could have the space to have that shot, right? So you did actually a hard bit. I can't remember anyone doing most dribbles today at all, successful dribbles. So listen, he only had about 8 minutes or something something like that. I think he came on with Gallagher, didn't he?
84th minute. No, he was
84th,
the last.
so like
He was the
6.
last one on.
Yeah, so he didn't have a lot of time to get in the game. And listen, he I don't know. Crystal Palace is the team, bro. Whatever it is, whether it's an assist or a goal, that's his team. He likes to dump on home or away.
Never lost to Palace,
Yeah,
and he
home
never
or
will.
away, he always has a positive effect against Crystal Palace. And some people have that. And listen, the dribble was the biggest part because it got the space for him to notice Gallagher in the space and for Gallagher to shoot. So it's all good, man. I'm not really going to bounce much, and I'm going to be really positive because we won. We haven't, like Josh said,
we won, right?
like a month or something.
Over a month, right?
Yeah.
I know the first thing, Andrea, you weren't here on yet. The first thing everybody said was, "You better be trashing Mount, man, trash Mount, or I'm gonna unsubscribe if you don't trash Mount." I'm like, we want to get some positives in, man.
Yeah, we won the game. Let's talk about the guys who played well first.
Yeah. I want to do some positivity because my first stream was, I think, a loss.
Yeah.
I think it was the Leeds game or something. It's like,
Yeah, it was. I think you're right. Yeah, 3-0 loss.
In the league, isn't Mount now 007 now in the league this season?
That's like 009.
No, but in the league he's 007, right?
Yeah, straight just the league. Yeah.
But I thought he did well. And listen, I know what people are saying, but from like the Milan game on Wednesday, we've got 3 games in 6 days, so he's gonna have to rotate quite a lot, I think. So it's gonna be interesting how he uses him. It's all listen. We should all be the first, and I know the guys on here and in the chat. The first thing should be great win. Just take it and roll with it. Let's build the momentum now, because we got like 13 games in 6 weeks. So let's build the momentum, because I don't know. Wow, this is gonna be a roller coaster, man. Because we're gonna play every 3 or 4 days coming up. So
yeah, we've got of course. We've got Milan on Tuesday, I think, since we played today.
It's Wednesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday.
Even though we played on a Saturday, huh?
Yeah, it's Wednesday, and then Wolves Saturday, and then Milan away Tuesday.
I thought we played the San Siro first.
No, we play home Wednesday.
Okay. Well, that's a definite. We got to have 3 points in that.
We've got to win that. It's a must-win game.
It's a must-win game. So, look, Jorginho doesn't look like he's going to be there for that game.
No,
I would suspect maybe Cucurella.
Would it be too soon for Kante? Probably even on the bench. Maybe Zakaria plays some part. Maybe off the bench or something like that.
Well, he is more familiar with that league and those players. Yeah. And maybe Koulibaly comes in as well, because
I would presume that, because Thiago played another 90 minutes again, and it's a quick turnaround. Then we've got another quick turnaround and another quick turnaround.
Well, we know Jorginho's not going to be fit. He came off with a knock. So it's not to say that's a huge loss.
Because he's got that throat issue.
We don't know if Cucurella is going to be fit. So it's going to be, pretty much the same. But look, we just need to have performances from people who aren't firing right now. Raheem Sterling wasn't great today. Wasn't bad, but wasn't great. I think he
suffered from the international.
I think because England was crap. We're crap, really. If you want to look at it, England were not good.
Yeah, they were rubbish.
I can say that about the U.S. men's national team too. They weren't good either. But Pulisic only played 1 game, and he was actually fairly good when he was on. But it's one of the things we need to have. Some more people step up. We need to have Kai Havertz step up. I want to see Germany Kai Havertz, because Germany Kai Havertz is what we bought.
Yeah,
we have yet to see that for a large stretch in his Chelsea career. And
he had that great dribble in the first half just to finish. Not enough bend on the finish after that. He collected that ball, and I needed more of that. And then he should have shot in the second half, but he took the extra touch when he got that great reverse ball back to him. He also set up Mount for that header as well, that Mount should have scored from in the first half. So he actually showed some things today. So that we just needed to register some goals, man. That's all we need him to do, is just register the goals.
Look, we're doing this. We're where we are right now, and I'm not worried about where anybody else is, because we can't do anything about other teams. All we have to do is win the next game. Win the next game. Win the next game.
Momentum. It's momentum.
If you keep winning, you will come up. We will rise up the table. It is what it is, because in this weird season, the way it is, there is no team that's absolutely. I guess you could say City, but I think City's defense can be got at.
Yep.
Absolutely, they've shown that already. Arsenal, look, they have a starting 11 that's good, but after you get back from the starting 11, if they start getting injuries, they're going to be in trouble as well.
Mm.
So we just need to keep winning, and everything else will take care of itself. But to do that, we need to have some performances from Kai needs to step up.
Yeah.
Raheem Sterling's been fairly good. I can't complain. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, look, he scored. He was, with everything he went through, I'm gonna count this as his first real game.
Yeah,
scored. Can't complain. The defense, for the most part, here and there, but really the midfield is what I'm looking at.
Yeah,
we have to find somebody other than N'Golo Kante that looks like they can start for Chelsea Football Club in the midfield.
We have to do what we can until we get to January transfer window, essentially. So we have to do what we can. So whether we bring one or two players, we have to manage the games that. So.
What are we thinking, Alvarez, Andrew? Thinking Alvarez?
Yeah, Alvarez, or when are we going to see what does he think of Zakaria, and what does he think where he's going to play Zakaria?
It's a really good question, because I'd like to know why he wasn't even on the bench. It must be illness. I mean, there's no other reason why he wouldn't be on the bench, at least.
Yeah, it wasn't reported any injuries or any illnesses, unless there's something they come out with on the day or something like that he was done today, because. I know because they said they even announced Chukwuemeka was out for real. Didn't they? So it's I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But obviously there's something. Obviously we've got to go with what Potter thinks, because he's the gaffer, right? So
Well, I think that with this after this performance, this is what we needed from a midfielder to come in and do something positive, and Gallagher did that. He's been poor every other time he's come off. He was actually good today. Yeah. But you're using him higher up the pitch as an 8, like you should be.
That's him in a nutshell.
Andrew, what it means is that he's in a position where if he loses the ball, it's not as catastrophic as if he were to lose it. And if he was playing D mid and he makes mistakes, it's way more meaningful in a negative way than if he's losing the ball, he's playing attacking mid. Who fucking cares? Just get the ball back.
Yeah. Plus, in a 4 at the back, the left back and right back aren't as wide, so they're more tucked in, so they can cover within the field. So, but you're right. Just we have to get through until we get to January. You know what I mean? It's lucky we got a World Cup coming up, so we have to. You know what I mean? So we have 4 or 5 weeks, 6 weeks out, not playing this and having to go through all the Christmas turmoil that we sometimes we yearly go through, annually go through, that we can get to January. I hope they do what they're doing now, and they announce these deals in late December, and it gets put through, January 1st. They're all done. I want it that. I don't want to waste time in the January window. I want to go from January 1st and get it all done. I want our business done in the first few days of January, and then leave it like that. I don't want to really go till the last day again, So hopefully they're sorting the deals out now, like they're doing with Nkuku, apparently. So,
Well, that would be nice, and that would look. I know that Bowley has gotten a lot of stick. I think most of it's because of his passport.
Yes.
Look what he's attempting to do in such a short period of time has never ever been done. Never been done. They said
Say that again, Jared, because it really hasn't. It really hasn't.
What he's attempting to do has never been done. Most of the time, it takes a year or more to even get a sale complete, and they did it in months. And now to to change the staff over, everybody's going to be gone, and everybody needs to be gone because they're putting in a new philosophy and how they and. I know everybody's like, well, we don't want to be like Red Bull, or we don't want to be like Man City. Well, you want Chelsea to be Chelsea and stay at the top? guess what?
Mm.
Because of the new rules, we need to have multi-club. We
Yep.
need to put this system in place to
Man City are
survive
the best
and
run
be a
team
big.
in one of the best run teams in
Yeah.
Europe. let
100%.
alone England. So
I
it's
mean,
like-
it's like what do you? Okay, so you don't want to exist at the top level. Okay, if you want to be antiquated, if you want to have small ideas, go right ahead. We'll do that, and we'll be fucking Everton because that's the road we'll be headed down if we don't have progressive ideas about this football club in our future.
Exactly.
So you know, but for him to do all of this and still bring in the window he brought in, and yes, everybody's mad because they sacked Tuchel, but you don't. There's something
Hold
people
on.
don't.
Hold on, Jared. And I don't mean to be disrespectful, but you don't speak for everybody about the Tuchel thing because I feel like there were some professional lines that I think he crossed, and I think that whether they were waiting to fire him or not is not my point. My point is that I think he did some things that were fireable, and it's not about results. I'm not talking about results. I'm talking about being a professional adult.
No. I'm not getting into whether it was right or not. But people have misgivings that it was done. It was my point.
That is fair.
Done.
And I'm not casting aspersions at all about you. No, definitely not. But what I am saying is that I actually do think that Tuchel may have done some things that deserved being replaced.
No. I laid those out. 3 strikes and you're out. And he had 3 strikes against him and he terminated him. I know, but people have misgivings about that. But what they've done, billionaires don't look at things the way that you think they should be done or
No.
I think they should be done. They're billionaires and they do things on their own terms and their own time schedules. And so they said from the beginning, 100 days, we'll reevaluate. They reevaluated, and you see people, the rest of these people leaving. You know, they got the head Vizio as well. And people were pissed off about the way he was fired. Not me. You know, whether
It's
it's on
fired face to face on Zoom. What's so bad about that? I don't get
Yeah.
it. It's
how many
like,
people were fired over Zoom during
How
the
many people were
pandemic?
fired over a fucking email? I mean,
Yeah,
come on,
an
dude.
email.
Can I
Yeah,
just say,
Jared, and Andrew. I have to say this. about the physio. I don't mean to
Yeah.
interrupt you guys. We're one of the most, if not the most injured top level team in European football. What are we talking about that the physio didn't deserve to be fired? Are you kidding me? Why are we so injured? Because it's not just injury-prone players.
Why did they take Fofana to New York to do, or LA to do the
I mean, like,
extra medical?
come on. That is red flag city, bro. Come on.
Yeah.
What are we talking about here? These Bowley doesn't trust these guys. And guess what? He shouldn't, because we shouldn't be this injured all the time. And yet we are.
You know what? You spend 4.25 billion. You spend 300 million.
It's your call.
Million.
It's your
You put
call.
800 million aside separately to build a new stands. You get to do what you want.
Yep.
You know, you get to do what you want. I'm sorry people have lost their jobs. I'm sure they'll be fairly compensated for losing them, right? But like my secret, you shouldn't have fired him on Zoom. You should have done face to face. Dude, he is a successful businessman who travels all around, wants to probably spend time with his family as well. Probably spent time with his family in the past 3 months because he's been doing all this jet setting, and he's got businesses in America. What do you want him to do? Like, at least he didn't have send him like a letter or something, like a FedEx or something like that. Oh, you're fired. You know, here's a check.
Telegram.
Like that.
Yeah, I mean,
The
idea that he's
Jared,
the idea that he's the owner that gets criticized for being under-involved is hilarious because he's the most involved owner of the past 8 months. Like, what are you talking about, guy? Get out of here with that criticism.
Yeah, look, I just think that people need to chill out. You want Chelsea to be successful. They want Chelsea to be successful. Get over it. It's a new, they're reorganizing the whole organization. So get used to it. Get used to us winning everything again too.
I'm going to say this. I know Roman Abramovich, most important man in Chelsea history. Okay,
by a mile
for me.
Yeah.
I would say this. I think because he got further and further away and less interested because of the visa and stuff like that, right?
As anybody would when a country doesn't want you to be there.
He took the planning, didn't want to take the money out to plan. I think over the last 5-7 years, overall, I don't think we've been run very well. Okay, we have stagnated and allowed Man City to go ahead of us. we're all Chelsea won the most in the last 20 years. That's going to change in the next 1 or 2 years if City keep winning multiple trophies, okay? And it looks like they're going to do that. We need to take it. City,
That's nothing certain. There's nothing certain there.
City looked at everything we've done right and then didn't do everything we've done wrong.
Yeah.
And they set up the structure. Their whole structure is former Barcelona directors and everything like that before Pep was in there. So they got it all set up. And I'm sorry, I'd rather be run like Man City than any other club in world football. I'd rather be run like Man City.
Yeah, I mean,
sorry,
it's not just about solving problems with money. It's about structure. It's about organizational discipline. You know, you have to have pathways, and you have to have multiple different revenue streams, not just the traditional revenue streams, but the progressive revenue streams. You have to think about things in a more modern way instead of just saying, I have money, buy players, solve problems. That's not
why do you
how
think
it
we're
works.
why do you think we're going to buy multiple clubs? The loan system has changed from this season.
Yeah, we can't loan 50 players anymore. We can't
loan 50 players out. We can't do that. So, and it should have been done years ago. It's this. Right. It's just. I don't understand this. May 30th, we couldn't sell a Mars bar in the stadium. Do you know what I mean? We couldn't sell a Mars bar. Our government, British government, tried to put that club out of business for not doing for. They're an innocent club. Okay, I don't care what you say. You tried to put this club out of business, and I hate you for that.
Yeah. But, by the way, it's like we invaded Ukraine or something. Come on.
Todd Bowley was the best and is the best option. Everything, all this Saudi thing, Saudi thing, that was bullshit. They didn't have the funds to do it, and I didn't want the Chicago Cub owners because of how they treat Chicago Cubs. So you know what I mean, let alone anything else. But I don't understand it. It's like everyone always complained about not seeing enough of Roman Abramovich, not hearing from him. I mean, one interview in 20 years or something like that from him? Todd Bowley comes in, tries to do something different. Oh, and look what's happening now. After a few weeks of him mentioning an all-star game, news comes out about the best of the English Premier League playing the best of Serie A, playing the best of Bundesliga. That's suddenly. I wonder if he mentioned that a couple of weeks ago and got barbecued for it.
Yeah, the Champions League, instead of doing the Super Cup, they're thinking about doing the best of Europe type thing. And look, it's all about
who mentioned that and got skewered 2 or 3 weeks ago, and then it suddenly comes out. Yeah, okay. We understand where this is coming from. Yeah,
it's about making money. The more money you make, the better off your club is. Better off your club is, the better players are. Look, if the reports are correct, looks like we've got Nkuku almost wrapped up.
I think it's done.
But also, Jester, look what they did. Look what they've done. Look at this contract they've signed. The rumors of it. There's an actual article that says, there's actual clause in the contract that's named after the Glazers. It's the Glazer clause, which means that for 10 years of ownership, they cannot take dividends out of this club. So what do you think they're going to do? And they probably would have done it anyway. They're going to try and find the best deals, everything to set up this to make money. Billionaires stay billionaires because they're smart and they make money. Yeah, they don't like to really spend their own, but they like to make money, right? But I just embrace it, and also embrace the hate from other fans as well.
I have.
I love being the heel, man. I love being the heel. And the bad guy is so good, and that's what. Remember, under Lampard, everyone loved us. Yeah. Everyone loved us under Lampard.
Yeah, I felt very uncomfortable under Lampard. Because dude, I'm an asshole, and I need to be viewed as that. I don't want to be the nice guy. I don't want to be lovable.
Dude, I want to be Triple H. Triple H.
Yeah. Give me that heel. I want to be the Miz, man. I'm not talking about the Miz when he was Mike in the real world. I'm talking about the Miz.
D-Generation X.
Yeah,
the oldie.
Embrace it, because I'm telling you right now, Jester. I know you. I know, Ryan. You watch the deal they're going to try and get for the new shirt sponsor with the freebie. Season. That is going to be huge.
By the way, 3, dude, you fucked up, son. You fucked up.
Yeah. You left.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
You left the trenches, bro. You got to pay now.
Yeah. Look, everybody just needs to get excited. I know that we're behind teams that we don't want to be behind. I'm not worried about any of that. Y'all should not be worried about any of that. We just need to win. Winning solves all ills. Whatever problems are in the team, whatever anything's going on, whatever banter you're getting, we win. That's all solved.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about it. So we just need to come out on Wednesday, take it to Milan, beat them,
win. Yeah.
And I think next weekend is City, isn't it?
Wolves. It's Wolves.
It's Wolves, and then City's the week after, isn't it?
I don't know if it might be Man United. I think no, it's Aston Villa. Aston Villa away. Yeah, Aston Villa away. Yep.
So those are two games we should be winning.
I will tell you the schedule right now. AC Milan, Wednesday, October 5th. Chelsea versus Wolves, Saturday, October 8th. AC Milan, Tuesday, October 11th. Ooh, that's a quick turnaround. Sunday, October 16th, Aston Villa. Wednesday, Brentford. Saturday, Man United.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, look, I'm not worried about any of those games. Those are games we should be winning, and as long as we get some people to start performing in certain key positions, like in midfield, and I want to see two attackers play well in one game.
Yeah. Yep.
I would like that.
Yeah.
Then look, there's not a team out there that I think that has the talent that we have.
There's going to be additions. Yeah. There's going to be additions in January. There's going to be additions in January.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and Cuckoo's not till the summer, but we're going to get another midfielder. We're going to get another midfielder.
Two midfielders are coming in. I think
I would hope, and look, it also could be. You could see Rafael Leao come in.
That might be another summer one, I think. But
well, it depends how things work.
I would love it
because it could be that Christian Pulisic goes and Rafael Leao.
Yeah, that is actually what it's shaping up to be. And you know what? I'm fine with it because I'm so pissed at Pulisic that it's just it's becoming an irreparably damaged relationship.
At least I can have a team to watch in Serie A now.
Him
and Giroud and
I already have that. It's the Jose. It is Roma. It is Dybala. He is fantastic.
I don't know. Giroud and Pulisic back together, what they did during lockdown. Could be pretty neat. So
you're gonna get a tepid response from me on that one, buddy.
I know, but I gotta say it anyway.
Yeah, it's fine. It's all good, buddy.
Yeah, but you're right, man. I do think it's. I'm sort of glad we've got these cluster of games. There's not much time to dwell on it. Like week between week, we've got like 3 or 4 days in between, so we can like first few hours and then move on to the next one.
Yeah.
But it's also, that I know we didn't play overly well in the second half, but I thought first half we should have been 2-1 up or something at least going into halftime.
Yeah. I want to speak on the one last thing. I know that Jared's trying to wrap up, but I want to talk about this one thing: Potter ball versus Tuchel ball. Potter ball, he wants us to pass the ball a lot faster. I mean, if people are asking, if people are asking, like, what's the difference? We're changing the point of attack from left to right. We're switching faster. We're passing faster. He's demanding that there's more urgency with possession. There's more intent. There's more vertical balls. So if you want to know the difference, that is an obvious difference if you know what to look for.
I think you'll see. I know Jorginho's passing stats are down. I think you might see that generally. All the midfielders sometimes will go down a bit because of the way he's asking them to move the ball faster.
He's asking them to play harder passes.
Over the top, yeah. So I think you're going to see more of that going forward. And do you know what? That's that if you lose it and then you can just get it back. I thought also our pressing was actually was better in the last 2 games than it has been all season, and after the ball as well. And that had gone after. Sad to say that had gone from Tuchel's team in terms of pressing, and even I thought even Kai. He didn't obviously, but he played better. He played better today. So
yes, he did.
Well, I think that's just another that shows again that the team might have been done with Tuchel.
Oh, they would,
because you don't put that extra effort in if right.
Done. You can see it in some even the Salzburg, even though the draw was disappointing. You saw it in a bit of Salzburg in parts of the game. They were trying. I hate this. You know what I'm saying? They were doing what they should be doing, running around and pressing harder. But that's it. Anyway, let's move on. I don't want to discuss too.
No, it's just
What
what he's saying is that Mason Mount gets praised for the pedestrian of
I
accomplishments.
think every footballer does. I get this like, oh, they tried. So they
Yeah, for 150 grand a week,
Yeah.
I'd try too, dude. I'd
Pay
try
me.
too.
In the terrible condition I'm in, pay me 150k and I will try. I won't do very well, but I will try.
I might crawl.
Yeah,
A lot.
I'll roll. Push me and I'll roll. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Just
On
do
Mason Mount's tombstone, it's going to say Mason Mount. He ran a lot.
that should be his Twitter bio. I run around.
I run. I came. I saw. I ran.
He's English version of Forrest Gump.
I just went
Run, Mason,
running.
run.
Oh goddamn! I mean, before I fall asleep tonight, I actually might throw that movie on. Oh yeah, baby! I just wanted to run, Jenny. Oh man. All right, so I would actually say final thoughts, guys. I mean, Jared. I mean, do you have final thoughts? What do you think, bud?
I think that hopefully we can use this as a platform to build on, and I want to see something better than this performance next, and then of course you keep building on it. You want to see a little bit better each performance until the team gets back to where they should be and how we all think they should be playing.
Yeah, and don't you think they feel the same way? I mean, they want to do well.
No, I think they get paid a lot and they just want to fail. Yeah.
No, I feel like they know that they haven't. What my point is that I think they know that they haven't played well.
Yeah.
I
agree.
agree.
I'd also like to see him start collecting some clean sheets now as well.
Yeah. I mean, these defenders are too good. Our defenders are too good for us to be porous. We shouldn't be like these are really good players. We should not be conceding goals easily at all. So
no, but I think that comes if you get a goal early and then get a second, you kind of strip them of want and will. And so it's easier to keep those clean sheets. But
it was nice to see them not shrink though, like they had been in the early start of the season. Because I'm sorry to say this, if Tuchel was still in charge, I don't think we win that or even draw that game today.
No, dude, Potter's got these guys connected on a human level, man. He's meeting them and he's not being tyrannical about it. You know, he's just
and he didn't play or bring on Aspie.
Thank you, Andrew. Thank you. Thank you. We talked about this, Andrew. We talked about this.
Tick.
Oh, so my final thought would be shout out to the young guys, two in particular. Number one, Fofana. One bad mistake, couple misplaced passes. You didn't let it define your performance, buddy. You didn't. You allowed yourself to get back into the game and then make a proper stamp on the game. He did really well, and you could just see this is going to be such a good player. He is going to be so good. I'm glad we took a chance because, he actually hasn't played a ton of football as a professional. I mean, he had his leg was broken, and then now all of a sudden we just spent, $75 million on him. But it's because we believed in him. And that belief is well placed because I feel like this guy is going to be fucking great. Second one, Conor Gallagher, red card. Conor Gallagher, bad performance. Conor Gallagher, bad performance. He has started poorly, and people have given him shit. And guess what? I'm sure he's felt it. And now he goes against the team that last year, when he was playing for Palace, he was considered one of the 10 best players in the Premier League. Now, part of that is that he was playing an advanced midfield role. He was allowed to make mistakes. He was allowed to take a lot of chances. And when he's allowed to take a lot of chances, he actually produces because that's where he feels most alive. That's where he feels most comfortable, where he can just shoot and he can do his thing and he can attack. He can be assertive, 10-inch dick, the whole deal, right? But today he's like, I'm just going to go in there against a team that pretty much made my reputation. And I am going to redefine it within the context of Chelsea. And he did. And I'm extremely proud that he met the moment because he did, and we needed him to. We needed him to so desperately. Unfortunately, I hate saying that because I don't like feeling desperate, but we are desperate. We needed that win, and Conor Gallagher absolutely brought it home. Good job, both of you guys. Fofana and Gallagher, awesome.
Yep.
Andrew, you got any last thoughts?
I just want to say, like with Fofana, what he has to realize now you're at a bigger club on a bigger stage, which means
Yep.
any mistakes are going to be highlighted greater than what you've ever done in your entire Leicester career.
Yep.
Any stuff like that. Get over it. It's going to happen. You know what? Play well. No one will ever say the price tag ever again. And you're still young. You're still young enough to, what, 22? 21?
Oh,
22?
21?
21.
That is
21.
crazy, Andrew.
You have the best. Soak up Thiago Silva as knowledge as much as you can, because I don't think he's here next year. I think he's gone in the summer. So soak it up, do what he would do, stuff like that, and just Reece James. You will be a legend at this club, but you're just adding so much to Reece James defensively. You search party for Zaha trapped in a Reece James.
Hey, let me tell you something.
MIA.
I am the
Here's
one
MIA.
I am the first one that's going to say this, and I said this a couple months ago, but I'll say it now. I think Reece James is the best player in the Premier League.
I
And
think
people,
Zaha wished he joined us in the summer.
oh, hey Andrew, before you go, because this is pertinent, this is topical. Did Zaha fuck his career? Did he waste his career?
Well, so little thing here. Zaha's problems was the 25% of any transfer Man United are owed. So that's why they already placed him at like 75 mil all the time.
I see.
But now it's like, I think he will leave, and I think he will leave Palace because he's down to the last year, right? So he can be.
Well, he would have renewed, right?
Yeah, I think he'll leave and try and go somewhere else. But yeah, I think he's effed himself.
By the way, I would take him.
You would take him?
Oh yeah. I think he's always played on bad teams. I think context matters, man. I mean, it really does. You know,
well, I think with last thing on Zaha, I think it showed that if you put quality around him, look at last season, he's got 14 league goals for Crystal Palace. Not like
yeah, dude. I mean, like you put him with like Raheem Sterling, Kai, Reece James, you know, Kovacic, Aubameyang. Like, come on, man. You telling me that he won't get more space? Of course he's going to get more space because he won't be the focal point of the defense's responsibilities.
It could be an option next year on a free, especially.
I'm serious. That's what I'm saying, dude. Give him a 2-year deal, pay him $120,000 a week. Why not? He won't start. He'll come off the bench. No problem.
Yeah, if he's willing to do it.
He's going to get paid handsomely for it, and he'll be on a contender playing meaningful football. Not Blake Griffin and the Detroit Pistons. Blake Griffin now on the Boston Celtics. Meaningful basketball. That shit matters when you're nearing the end of your career. Meaningful football.
I understand.
I understand too, baby.
We'll have to see how that plays out. But it is time to wrap it up. I want to thank my guest, Carlito, as always.
Yes, sir.
Without you, I don't know if we'd still be doing this, but thank you, my brother.
We'll do this for a while, buddy. I'm here.
Andrew, thanks for stepping in at short notice. It's always good to have a release.
Dude, he is on the team, dude. Andrew's on the team.
Backup.
No, he is on the team. Marvin just got benched. He is on the Andrew. You are on the team. You are my starting attacking midfielder.
I know. Say Marv is the mount of this Brit.
Oh no! He's gonna hear this. Oh no! That is a great dig.
I also want to big up my guy Josh for coming on. I haven't seen Josh in a while, but
he's
good to have him here.
He's such a good dude, dude. He's such a good dude. I love Josh.
I'm glad he didn't get caught in the Florida.
Yeah, that is so scary, huh?
Yeah, I know. And last but certainly not least, to those of you who joined us, I want to again my appreciation, my admiration for showing up. You could have listened to anybody, but you came listen to us. Yeah. Big up yourself. Please like, subscribe, share it out so we can grow the channel and get some more content out there for you. But for right now, this is Jester for everybody on the panel and here at Uncle Jester's FC. We'll catch you next time.
3 points.
Barbecue tomorrow.
3 points. Barbecue tomorrow. Barbecue tomorrow, Andrew. Let's go. Don't be bringing that spotted dick. Don't be bringing that shit.